You're not obligated to be welcoming and extra cheerful to the reptilian natured people that are flighty, oppressive, over aggressive. If at all cost, avoid them. If you can't avoid them, if you can't change your environment to separate yourself from them, then you have to change your internal environment so that you can become the person that doesn't have these particular obstacles in your life. You just have to change yourself and create a new identity. Start from the inside. Start deep down at your soul. First, address the issue, address the discrepancy inside, and know it for what it is, so that your objective can be grounded. But once you do that, jump immediately into the fantasy, because that's what you're trying to burn onto reality's screen. You want a different life. You want different surroundings. You want different people. You want a different status. But you can't change this from the outside. And you can't change this by trying to physically manipulate the circumstances. Because if the core thing isn't changed, the leaves and the fruit from that tree are going to be the same, because the tree is of a particular fruit. You have to switch the whole tree out. And once you can switch the whole tree out, then the leaves and the fruit are going to be different. But only if you switch out the tree. You can't switch out the branch. You can't pluck the fruit and expect a different type of fruit to grow right after that. You have to pluck up the tree. What it say in the book of Jude, it has to be doubly dead. You have to kill it twice. It has to be pulled up by the roots. You have to snatch it from out of the earth. You have to uproot the subconscious part of this tree. So go right to the source of what it is and go within yourself and pull that tree up by the root. Pull it up by the root. Because once you do that, you could change the branches, you could change the fruit, you could change the forest entirely. So learn to separate yourself. And again, if you can't, and what is really recommended is you do it inside. Change your person, change who you are. Change who you are. You can do this. You have a soul, and a soul can create its own identity in the spirit force, because the spirit and the soul is different. The soul is a much bigger and much broader force than spirit is. Spirit is what you're using to manipulate. Soul is your individual identity, your infinite persona, your infinite expression. You as an entity are a soul. It's your job to master and weigh the spirits, as they say. Try the spirits, right? You have to try them, because some spirits, you take them on, it'll lead you to being a pushover. It'll lead you to being a doormat. It'll lead you to being the person that's always the butt of the joke. But try a different spirit, because there might be a spirit that you can try, and there is one where you are not to be messed with. You are not to be trifled with. You are to be taken seriously. You are not one to be given even to flattery for the purposes of being manipulated. You can see even through compliments when they're double-handed and underhanded and double-minded. You can see through all that. Your discernment becomes much sharper when you change who you are in order to change your life around you. And this is a repeating theme, and we have to keep saying it in different ways, because for different people, they may need to hear it in a certain way that will trigger certain codes within them that will automatically initiate the responses that they need. So in your quest, make sure you're looking straight ahead for where you want to go for as long as you can. Of course, you're going to Acknowledge the scenery that you're in, but at the same time, put more energy into your destination rather than just your itinerary to get there.